Hi, everyone. Welcome to your next spelling test. Are you ready? I bet you're ready. We've been practicing a lot of spelling and phonics in our classrooms, including blends. And we know that blends, you can hear both of the consonant sounds. And so I want to remind you to make sure you get all the sounds in the word that you can hear. Sometimes people leave some of them out. So, welcome. So, you have your paper. I brought my friends. I hope you don't mind. You have your paper. I want you to make sure your name is at the top of your paper. So, make it nice and neat. In my class, I would like you to put your number right there. I don't know if Miss Steffen's class uses numbers. That helps us file the papers faster. And then the date. I want you to check the date in your room because it might be different for you. I think some of you are going to take the test on January, let's see, 14, 15, the 16th or the 17th. So if it's Thursday, you can write 1/16/25, but it might be a different day. Maybe you're taking it on the 17th. So, or maybe a different day. So just check the date and get the date there, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to write 10 words. We're going to cover them up, and then I'm going to give you your sentences. Do I have to get my cover paper? My class has a cover paper. So if you need your cover paper, get your cover paper out. Oh, I might need to move my friend so my cover paper fits. Okay, so the way that I like you to do the cover paper is you can kind of move over the top of it. I know there's a lot of things on your desk right now, so just do your best with managing all your things. Okay, we're going to go like that. Okay, now, I think it's a good idea to kind of push your Chromebook up to the top of your desk, and that way you have as much room in front of you as you can. Again, I know it's crowded. Okay, so the first word I want you to write, and then if you can, cover it up. You can even use your hand. The first word I want you to write is smell. Smell. You smell with your nose, right? You smell with your nose. I'm going to bring my friend back. I'm going to remind you to kind of cover as you go the best you can. Smell. I also want you to sit up over your desk. Your elbows should be on your desk. Both of your hands are on your desk. And you can also use your body as like a shield or a guard of your work. Okay, so you're up and over your paper and you're super focused. Okay, smell. Smell. Some of you, I really want you to be finger spelling because that can help us remember all of our letters, okay? Okay, number 2, cover that up if you can. Number 2, frog. Frog. We know a frog starts out as a tadpole, but you're going to write the word frog. Cover it when you're done. Frog. Frog. Okay, keep it moving. Just keep that pencil moving and you can be done in about 20 minutes. All right, number 3. Okay, so your word was smell, frog. Number 3, trip. Trip. Be careful not to trip. Okay, maybe the floor is slippery. Or you could pack a suitcase and go on a trip. 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 It's the same blend as tree or triangle. Trip. Okay, all of our words still have short vowels. Okay, number 4. Cover if you can. Number 4 is spot. Spot. When you come and sit on the carpet, you sit in a spot just for you. Spot. Spot. These so far are beginning blends. The blends are at the beginning. We have R blends, S blends, L blends, and then we learned some end blends. Spot, spot. Okay, here's a good one to know. It's an end blend. Ready? Went, went. Went is a verb. It's past tense of go. So right now I go, yesterday I went. So w. Number 5, w, ent. Make sure you don't write the word wet. I get that a lot, but now we know how to spell it. Went. You need all of the sounds, Okay. Now we're going to go back up here, so maybe you can kind of get your cover paper there if you have one. Number 6. You can also like fold this like that. That might help. You can open it if you need it to be bigger. Okay, 6. 6. Okay, this is a slide, Okay? Pink, pink. Ink, pink. Here's how you finger spell it. Ink.
You're welcome.
Ink. Pink. It's a color. It's a describing word. It's an adjective. Tells what things look like. Pink. Okay, number 7. Trunk. Trunk. So an elephant can have a trunk. There's the trunk of the car. Or you can have the trunk of the tree, which is just the big stem. Trunk. Number 7, you have a blend at the beginning, tur, and then you have the slide. Unk. Unk. Trunk. All right. Number 8. Hand. This is my hand. There it is. And. It's an end blend. Hand. And. You can hear all the sounds. You just got to get them down on the paper and they follow the rules. Okay. Number 9. Now this is a red word. And this one's tricky. You can't sound it out. This was a tricky one. Who. Who. Like, who are you? Who. Try to remember how to write the word who. It's a good one to remember. And number 10, also a red word. There's one letter that doesn't make the right sound in it. What. What. Can't sound it out. You have to kind of remember what it looks like. What. It's a good one. Like, what time is it? Or, what is your favorite color? What. Okay. Why don't I go over those? You can just check that you have all the sounds. I would kind of lean over my paper and look down and look at all the words and make sure they look how you want them to look. Double check them. Smell, frog, trip, spot, went, pink, trunk, hand, and then our 2 red words, who and what. Who and what. And if you can, I know my class, we have our cover papers. Cover the top and just kind of cover as you go. You might want to open it now. Okay. We're going to kind of cover as we go. Okay. Number 1 sentence. Number 1 sentence. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to keep this folded just for another minute. Number one sentence. First of all, first graders should remember this. Like elephants. Have you ever heard that elephants have really good memories? They'll remember after years and years and years. And it's pretty neat. There's a lot of stories about that. Okay, so be like an elephant, and I want you to remember, because I know you know it. Something goes at the beginning of every sentence in the entire universe. And then something needs to go at the end. And so be like an elephant and remember that. Now, our first sentence is not about an elephant. It's about two other animals that have R blends in their spelling. All right, so start with the. I'll put a little dot for each word. The. Don't forget your finger spaces. Finger spaces should not be giant, but they shouldn't be too tall. They should be about as fat as your pencil. The. Frog. The frog. Next word, the frog and. Now keep your pencil moving. And some of you, finger spelling is going to be very helpful. And. The frog and crab. Crab. The frog and crab. The frog and crab. Okay. Can you make sure your letter is facing in the right direction? B. Okay. Double check. Okay. The frog and crab. I'm going to go to a new line. You might need more room. So just remember, you just go down here, start all the way at the beginning. Here's what they did. Went. 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 On. A. Went on a trip. There's your reminder. Something goes at the beginning and end. Let me read it again. Will you check that you have all the words? I always get a paper and somebody's missing the words. So check it for me. Now, with your cover paper, you can just kind of lift up like you're looking into the trunk of a car, okay? And look at your words. The frog and crab went on a trip. Okay, cover that up. We're moving to number 2. All right, there's my little friend. He's going to help us with number 2. Oh, this might be a good winter sentence. Not where we live, but maybe if you travel up into the mountains. All right, this sentence is about the sled. Don't forget what goes at the beginning. The sled. The sled. The sled will. The sled. Check that D is facing in the right direction, because there's no such thing as a sleb. Sled. The sled will fizzles, will slip. Might want to finger spell sl, ip. The sled will slip. And the sled will slip and spin. Sp, S blend, spin. Fast. Last word. Fast. 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 Something has to go at the end of your sentence. Don't forget it. Okay, check your sentence and use your paper to cover, but look under it like you're in the trunk of the car. The sled will slip and spin fast. And then don't forget what goes at the beginning. Be like an elephant who remembers everything. All right, number 3. Number 3. Okay. This is going to be a question. I'm going to ask you something. Don't forget what goes at the beginning. Can you is a red word. Can you set? Can you set? Can you set the, oh, phone's making a noise. Can you set the nest? Nest, not the net, the nest. Make sure you get all your sounds. Can you set the nest in the truck, in the truck. truck. In the truck. And this is a question, so I want you to think about what goes at the end of a question. Can you set the nest in the truck? Okay, think about what goes at the beginning and the end. And I want to remind you, all your letters should be lowercase on all of your sentences, unless it starts a sentence. Okay, so we don't want random capital letters anywhere. We only use capital letters when we need them. You are done with your spelling test. Awesome job. I hope you feel good. We just like to check in with you to see how you are doing, and we know you work hard every day. So thank you very much. Now, what does your teacher want you to do with your spelling test? Yeah, your teacher can tell you before you start taking it what to do when you're done, okay? But we do need to make sure your name is on it. So just double check that before you do with your test whatever your teacher wanted, okay? All right, we'll see you next time. Good job. Thank you for working hard. You did it. Awesome sauce.